Leanne here from healthfulpursuit.com, and I'm joined by Allie, who's an integrative functional medicine practitioner with a background in naturopathic medicine. She's a registered and licensed dietitian, certified diabetes educator, and a renowned expert in the ketogenic diet. Allie has over a decade of clinical experience and clinical results using a unique whole foods approach to a high-fat, low-carb protocol. Allie's expertise can be accessed through her website, alliemillerrd.com, and Allie is one of our Happy Keto Body coaches. Welcome, Allie.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so the majority of us want health and weight loss, and our goal today is to understand what prioritizing health over anything else will do for us, including our weight. So my first question for you is, why do women want to lose weight? Where is that coming from? And how can we feel good in our bodies other than the total weight loss focus?
Yeah, so why we want to lose weight, I think, is so perpetuated by societal expectations and culture. And, we always talk about, like, with social media, you only get the highlight reel. So I think that there's unfortunately so much editing that goes into expectations of women. We know that when we look at like a magazine cover, it's always brushed. And then we put these unreasonable expectations for how we ourselves should look. But unfortunately, when we chase a number on the scale, often that drives other chronic illness, and it can even drive perpetuated stalls in weight loss, or it can cause pretty dynamic weight gain when we get really obsessed with numbers in any way, shape, or form, truly.
And in your practice, what do you find are like the 3 reasons why women struggle with weight loss just overall?
Yeah, I love when a woman comes to me. Most of the time, I work with more like zebras, if you will, people that don't fit the standard, right? There's something going on that their physician can't address. And so I often like to say that weight loss can be a pleasant side effect. It's like you have to fix a root cause, and then the body responds favorably. And so we can see things that can inhibit weight loss as far as micronutrient deficiencies, from something like carnitine, which isn't talked about enough. L-carnitine plays a big role in our body fat shuttle metabolism. So that actually drives the way that your body can use fat as fuel. So even eating a ketogenic diet, if you're deficient in carnitine, your body's not going to be able to metabolize that fat as available if someone did have ample stores. And then B vitamins as well are something that we really like to watch for. We think of for energy and metabolism. And when an individual is under stress, they burn through their B vitamins because those are used for your neurotransmitters. So stressed and tired people tend to be B depleted, and then they often have struggles with weight loss as well. So micronutrients for sure. Another reason can be stress hormones, kind of jumping off of the B vitamins. So cortisol can be a pretty nasty hormone that can drive belly fat and can also interfere with our sexual hormone balance. And that takes us into the next hormone, estrogen, which can drive belly fat as well. So there's a huge hormonal piece. And I like to say to clients that we are complex chemistry equations. We're not calculators where we can just rely on 1 + 2 = 3. And so looking at these root causes are definitely important.
And what do you see? Okay, so a woman comes to you and she's prioritized weight first. What are the problems that come when you just focus on weight?
Yeah, so I often say like rumination leads to bloat. If we're obsessing about making something happening and like muscling it down, I truly see that can drive more of a chronic stress response, and the body's like, not releasing. I don't know what's going to happen. You could be chasing a tiger or you could be over dieting, but either way, I'm not going to optimize your metabolism. And so when we over restrict or we get really tight and just narrow in on weight, we often have HPA axis imbalance, which is basically our fight or flight mode goes off kilter and we function in reactive mode instead of regulatory mode. So the thyroid can get thrown off. We can experience adrenal issues. We can experience insomnia. And then, of course, as mentioned, not only do we not get the results we were going for, the weight gain instead of the weight loss.
Yeah, I've seen that time and time again. And so, okay, the other side of the coin, when women practice just health first and prioritizing health, knowing that weight loss may happen, what sorts of things do you see in your clinical practice?
Well, the first thing that I love to see is people coming back into connection with their body, because so much of us spend so much time obsessing about just the shape, the number, the form, that we disconnect from our digestion, we disconnect from the feedback on a mental health and emotional level, and then our circadian rhythm, if you will, our hormone cycles and our sleep cycles. So what I see is reduced inflammation as a huge piece of helping the body start to kind of wring out and get into release mode. And that hand in hand with stress, metabolism, and energy balance is a huge piece of the puzzle, where then we start to see the body go into regulatory swing from that reactive mode. And that's when we start to see the magic of the thyroid upregulating and the body starting to burn fat as fuel more efficiently.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. 3 steps that a woman can do right now to adjust their ketogenic diet to support their health, to support their weight loss. So what can we do to support our health right now?
Yeah. So one thing is making peace with food. That sounds kind of random and out there, but incorporating a mantra within your daily diet, I find to be super empowering. So stopping from the obsessing on, even if it's not a number, obsessing on, should I go AIP, or should I be keto carnivore, or, oh my gosh, I broke that. Just allowing the self peace with food of I trust that I'm nourishing my body and my body will respond accordingly. I trust the signals my body is giving and I will continue to provide it nourishment. So using a very neutral approach of mantra with food and making peace with food, I think is the first and most important piece of the puzzle. And then it's really important to focus on timing of and structure of eating. So if you're hitting a roadblock, you could play with more or less intermittent fasting. On either end of the spectrum, one is going to work better at a different time of your life than another. So potentially elongating your fasting, or doing away with fasting and eating eggs for breakfast instead of like a fat-fueled coffee if you've been burning that out. So playing with structure and timing is the second recommendation. And then the third one would be structure of tracking. Just like timing and time restricted eating, you can over track or under track. So if you haven't tracked your macros in a while and you're not seeing weight loss, maybe you're having 160 grams of fat and that might be too much for your body. You might still be getting good ketone reads, but maybe you're over consuming and you're not going to burn weight that way.
Yeah, thanks so much, Allie. And we chat so much about this in Happy Keto Body. And we have a lot of members who come hoping for weight loss, but after watching the videos and digging into the content, they realize that they're not losing weight because they have imbalances like hypothyroidism, adrenal dysfunction, which you mentioned, even food sensitivities. And once balanced, they begin to lose weight naturally, like you said, without the fighting. So if anyone watching sounds like, oh my gosh, this sounds so great, I want to be part of this, I got good news for you, because the doors of Happy Keto Body are opening for registration in January. You can head on over to happyketobody.com to be the first on the list to know when registration opens. And again, Allie, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.